Hey everybody, the word of the day today is Lantana. So I want to talk a little bit about Lantana because if you've lived here in the South for a while, sometimes Lantana has gotten kind of a bad name in the garden, almost borderline with that word that starts with a W, weed. So some people think of Lantana as a weed. Some of the older varieties were definitely very close to weeds, but there's a fine line between weed and desirable plant in the garden. The reason why they got such a bad rap is because a lot of the old-fashioned varieties just grew so huge, and they made a lot of little berries that would drop and they'd create more plants. And sometimes if you turned your back for too long, you come back to the garden and they have eaten up all the other flowers and shrubs in the area. However, the ones that we're looking at here today are dwarf. They're small. I don't think any of these get too much bigger than a couple feet, and they have some really striking colors. They have color combinations, so you look closely here, it's not just one color flower, there's multiple shades of flower petals that's happening here. So the combinations of color and depth that you can get from the Lantana is really hard to beat. The other fantastic thing about Lantana, I think single-handedly they attract the most varieties of butterflies here in Northeast Florida. This is the most popular table. When the butterflies are out here fluttering about, this is where they like to be. They are bopping around from plant to plant, but they do spend a lot of time on the Lantana table. They are easy to grow. Plenty of sun, plenty of heat. They love it. So put them in an area where it's hard to grow other things. They can definitely take that extreme heat in the summertime and keep on cranking. Now, they are very tough, but just like any new plant, you're going to need to give them a little bit of TLC in the beginning, the first year, just to get them going. But once their roots are down, they'll take care of themselves. These don't get very big, but if you want to keep them really low, you can trim them just like a shrub. They're going to get kind of some woody branches like a small shrub will, and so you can trim and prune just like you would an ordinary shrub, because they do have the type of branching structure that you can train and keep them whatever size you want. If you haven't given Lantana a try, check these out here at Earthworks. You can grow them in the ground, you can grow them in containers, you can mix and match, and if you are into bringing in the pollinators, they are hands down one of the best ones to do that.